Yeah. Hey, we back with another one, bro. Check. How to drive a Lamborghini Hurricane Evo 2023. There you go.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Will Motivation back with another video, and today we are talking about how to drive a Lamborghini Huracan Evo. Okay, so this behind me is my 2023 Lamborghini Huracan Evo. Let's take a little bit of a closer look. That's right. Now, the interesting thing about this particular Lamborghini Huracan Evo is that it is rear-wheel drive, but for the purposes of this video, let me go ahead and back it out. We'll take a quick walk around on the car. I'll show you some things to note. But for the purposes of this video, learning how to drive a Lamborghini Huracan Evo, the rear-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive, the way to drive it is the same. You'll just have to be a little bit more careful driving this one because it is rear-wheel drive and it has over 600 horsepower. So let's get in. All right, so inside the Lamborghini Huracan Evo, first thing you want to do, close the door and take a look at the cockpit. This is your infotainment center right here. This is how you start it. Lift this thing up right here. Hold your foot down on the brake and then press start. All right, there we go. Now, one thing to note, when you press start, you do not have to hold the button down. I see a lot of people that hold the button down when they start the car, and that is not necessary. You just press it once, and then the car will start. Now, there's been research done. A lot of people say, you know, when a car is cold, you shouldn't drive it. But really, you can drive your car after you start it. Let it warm up for, you know, no more than a minute. And then you can drive it. But the thing to pay attention to is this right here. Let me get a close up. You see where it's red at 6,000 RPM? That means when you do drive it, just don't pass 6,000 RPM and you'll be fine. Now, as the car warms up, that red line will move from 6,000 to 8,000 when the car is warm, and then you know you can drive the car normal. All right, so let's go ahead and back up. I'm going to show you guys how to back up the car. What you want to do, I'm going to show you a few more things that you need to know. But to back up, you pull that up and the R will light up. Then you'll also see the backup camera on the screen, which you can use. And if you're like me and your car is in a garage, the thing you got to be careful of course, comes straight back. But you got to be careful that the mirrors do not hit your garage door, right? So we're going to come out. I got a lot of room over there. Got less room over here, so I'm going to make a little slight adjustment. Then we're good. Then we'll come straight back out. And that's with any car, of course, but with the Lamborghini, they are wide. Now, operating your garage door opener. So let me restart this. All right, so now, next thing you want to know how to operate is your garage door opener. If you have that option in your car, this is an option. But they're right here on the roof in the center console. You press that button, and it's home link. So if you have home link in your Audi or whatever other kind of car, you can just use home link as normal. Now, we're backing up onto the street right now, okay? All of these things are important that I'm showing you. You do not want to scrape your front end. So most Lamborghini Huracans have a front end lift. Not all of them, but most of them. If you have a front end lift, the way you operate it to lift it up or lift it down is to pull that up once, slightly. Then the car will start to lift. You'll see that little indicator right there. And once it's done, that indicator will stop flashing and it will stay solid. All right, so
Damn, bro. Where that at,
Still
bro?
flashing, still going up, and done. All right, so now your front end lift is up. So now we can finish backing up out of the driveway. All right. Of course, you want to keep an eye on your rear view camera to make sure you don't hit anything. Keep an eye on your mirrors. That is the first step to driving your Lamborghini Huracan Evo. Now, second step, you've got the car out of the driveway, and let's say you want to check the tire pressure and everything. So to put the car in park, you press this P right there. P is for park, M is for manual or auto. So if you want to shift the car manually, you press M. If you want to put it back into auto, you press M again, and then you'll see there in the console. So we'll show you that here in a second, but I wanted to put the car in park. Now I want to put the front end lift down. So I pull that up one time, and then now the car will start going down in the front. You can kind of see it going down. Let's see. It's going down a little bit. And when it's done, that indicator will disappear. We're in park. As you can see right there, it says P for park. Now we can get out and inspect the car. All right, quick walk around of the car. Things you need to know. When you hit the remote on the car, you hit it one time to unlock it, and the door handle will come out for you. If you don't hit the remote and that's flat, you just push right there where you see that little indentation, and that will slide this out, and then you can pull the door to open it. All right, so that's how you open the door. Let me show you the remote real quick so you know what the remote looks like when you're ready to open the car door. This is a like keyless start. So you got the push button start, so you don't have to put a key in to start it. There's the unlock button. There's the lock button, and you hold that down to pop open the trunk. With the car running, that will not open, so the car has to be off. Now, of course, just like any other car, if you want to check the tire pressure, you just loosen up the valve stems. But this car has a tire pressure reader in the system of the car. So if you need to check your tire pressure, you just start driving, and in a couple of minutes, your tire pressure will show up. These are your daytime running lights that will light up as soon as a car comes on. So you're good to go there. These are your intakes, brake cooling, intake here for your engine. Now, one thing that is also important when you are driving this car is when you go to fill up. All you have to do to open the gas tank is push right there, and then you can open the gas tank and close it. Push right there, it snaps closed. If the car is locked, that will not work. So in order for you to be able to open the gas tank, the car has to be unlocked. That's how you open up the gas tank. What other things are important as you take a little walk around the exterior? The exhaust, you can put in a quiet mode or a loud mode. I installed a aftermarket modification to keep the valves open or control them manually, so I'll show that to you guys now. But if you didn't have the aftermarket exhaust valve controller, the valves would stay closed until you hit 4,000 or 5,000 RPM. So I have this little controller, so if I press the button, did I press it? It's cold, man. All right, there we go. Because that remote is a little sensitive. All right, so now my valves are closed so you guys can hear me, and I'm going to show you how to go ahead and get ready to drive this car. Now, there's a lever, if you can see it right there, to adjust the steering wheel. You just pull it down. That loosens up the steering wheel, and you can telescope it in and out, move it up and down. I like mine right there, so once you got it set up, you pull that lever back into place all the way up. Then you have your steering wheel to where you want it. Next thing is adjusting your mirrors. Right now with this in the center.
Introducing the latest HPP press from Quintis. QIF 4.
With this in the
Oh, that shit fire, bro. It checks your tire pressure, bro. Damn, it lifts. Like, bro, there's a lot of work they put into this.
in the center, you have heated mirrors, right? So if it's cold outside, that'll keep the mirrors from fogging up. But then when you want to adjust your mirrors, you just turn it that way and adjust to the left or right, up and down. Same thing on the right hand side, up or down. And then if you need to fold the mirrors in, you just put it all the way to the bottom, and then your mirrors will fold in. All right, so let's put it back out. There we go. Mirrors coming back out. All right. So how do you get this bad boy in gear? Now this one is equipped with cruise control. It is not adaptive cruise control, so you're not going to be that lucky. Let me back up a little bit. You got cruise control. Not all Lamborghinis. Most Huracans do not have cruise control, believe it or not. I think that is really a big mistake on Lamborghini's part, because people drive these cars, and if you get on the freeway and you do a road trip, you want to have cruise control. So if you're optioning one of these cars and you're just getting ready to buy your Lamborghini Huracan Evo or different version of the Huracan, always get cruise control. Trust me, you'll appreciate it later. Now, what is this right here? This is your anima. Controlling these set the tone or the way the vehicle will behave.